streaming.
It says connect streaming software to go live, is it?
Right, yeah. Yeah, here we go. I am live. Boom. Yes, okay. Excellent connection as well. Right, Shemai guys, welcome to WWScenics. I know no one's in the house yet, but we should be in a minute and keep looking over. I do apologise, 6 minutes late. Yeah, I am. That's my word cut, and I'm sure we're going to get some people in shortly. Yeah, you know what I mean. Do apologise, I'm late. Yeah, coming from the dark side, coming over to us. Let's have a chin wag. Yeah, we got 4 guys in now, I think, already. You know what I mean. I know one of them is what I call it. Morning, mate. Yeah, and crew. Yes, actually, yeah, you're right. We are right. We got Josh is in the house. Morning, Bri, or evening, Bri. Yeah, I got my coffee. Josh brought me a coffee. Thank you very much. Morning, Lee. How are we, mate? Oh, good. Yeah, I'm getting used to everybody's names now. Simon's in the house as well, so turn it up nice and loud so everybody in the office can hear me. Whoop whoop. Guys, we got Josh is in the house and he's on the keyboard as well, so changing angles and stuff like that as well. Morning, Tim. Yeah, nice of you to join us, guys. Brilliant. Look, it's creeping up. 9 people coming in. Excellent. That's what we like to hear. You know what I mean? Who wants to see laser cut stuff being built when you can see wonderful me? That was a little sniper. Anyway, job done. Okay. Right, Josh, get off to me. Get onto the work on it. You know what I mean? You can see me in a little corner. Yeah. So camera 2 or 3 will work or whatever it'll do. Yeah. Okay, little slurp of the coffee. Right, guys. Yeah, I carried on as normal. Yeah, you know what I mean. As I said, chew the fat as normal. Yeah, morning, Ray, mate. Nice to join us. Yeah, chew the fat as normal, as we'd always do. Yeah, right. Josh, what are you doing? Josh is just flicking through cameras now. Just get on to them. Don't get off me. Get on to them. That's it. Yeah, like I said, Josh is in the house. Yeah, you know what I mean. Looking good. What do I call it? He's going to be my camera switcher on it, because you guys know that I run the 2 DSLRs, and they only come off. What do I call it? Switch on and off all the time. Yeah, every time, buddy. Every time, looking good, and press the like button. Yeah, get them likes up and going. I got a few announcements. This week we hit. Me, Sam, and Craig hit 800 on the Facebook group. Which is phenomenal. Thank you very much for your support. That's brilliant, guys. I'm well chuffed on that, right? So that's great. Put me onto camera 1. Yeah, right. That's great. Thank you very much. Yeah. The really good support on that one, right? And we're gonna have some. I know me and Sam are talking about competitions. We'll get Craig involved as well. You know what I mean? Support there, guys, as well. Like Peak 47s, which he's got. Homely magazine coming up with something soon. That looks pretty good. Of his layout, so I'm looking forward to that. Some of the photos that I have seen, and also Northern Rails 44. Yeah, he put a post out this week. That was quite good, excellent. I like announcements. Yeah, these are just the what I call it, our social media announcements, mate. Like Tim, so what I call it. So yeah, 800 on the Facebook group. We're going to do a competition soon on there to get to kickstart the year. We'll have a bit of fun of that, right? I'll get together with the boys and we'll come up with some ideas. Hopefully around a product that we're releasing or something like that. That'd be a good bit of fun as well. You know what I mean? So so you guys can test that out. And also onto our YouTube channel, we hit 2,000. I think we're 2001 now, right? So excellent. Again, brilliant. Thanks for the support. Press the like button, hit the bell connection and all that sort of things and stuff like that, right? Josh is first live in with us as well, so he is, you know what I mean, like I said, he's bear with him, he's new to all this, with all the new cameras and stuff like that. Like, you know, I'm teaching him now, so, you know what I mean, the apprentice has become the master, you know what I mean, so so we you know, I mean, some angles might be different, but, you know, I mean, he's got to move fast as well when the cameras go off, so so bear with us if they do go off, right? So yeah, brilliant. And like I said, I mean, the Facebook group 800, everybody says I'm chuffed with that, right? There's other groups out there I look, and you know, I mean, they got 7,000, 8,000 people, and they might have been going a little bit longer for me all at the same time. But like I always say, we're not a model railway company. We are a scenery company. Yeah, you know what I mean. I unfortunately don't know a lot about railways and stuff like that, so I can't converse with you guys on, you know what I mean, on locos and that sort of thing. You know what I mean, that type of thing. We are going to do a layout, hence that I have moved to a new studio, believe it or not. I know it doesn't look like it, but I think I put a photo on somewhere last night or something like that. We got a whopping great big studio, yeah, you know what I mean, there's lots of room in here, and we're gonna, me, Dean and Dave are gonna, you know what I mean, crack on with the build on that, and Josh's gonna film it and take photos and all sorts of things, yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. So like I said, we're not a model railway company, so I can't converse with you on locos, but I'm pretty sure you guys support us anyway. And we're growing lovely as well, so I'm well happy with that, so great. I do like Wednesdays, Wednesday morning. It's like coffee and cooking. And some odd guy for entertainment. Odd Welsh guy, yeah, lappering on about blah, 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 blah. Yeah, thanks Tim, mate. Yeah, you know what I mean, 2,000, I'm chuffed with that. Considering I think we were like 1,300 just before Christmas, like, you know what I mean? So these live streams are doing really well, to be fair, I will say on that. Yeah, my idea doing it, yeah, and it looks like there's other people now that are copying us, you know what I mean? Albeit, oh well, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's obviously a good thing. We're doing well, and I'm loving it. And we have a good like anyway. Wednesday night braai, yeah, you know what I mean? I think it's like 9 o'clock. We're there, or 10 o'clock, something like that in their braai. So you know what I mean. Some wonderful photos going on. I'm gonna have a slurp of coffee. This is other coffees makes are available. So
Not today's sponsors.
not today's sponsors, no, like Josh says. No, nice to have Josh in the house as well. I'm not talking to my other what I call it. Yeah, yeah, I know. I don't know. I cooked breakfast. Well done. I'm starving now. Right, okay, let's crack on. Let's have a what I call it. I will speak to you about static grass and bowling. Yeah, I know that was one of the questions that I got asked. You know what I mean? So let me put that down there. I'll just make sure you don't stay with it. One of the questions. Let's get into the swing of things first and stuff like that. Let's see what people are doing. Morning, Paul. How are we? Yeah. I'm going to go 14 people in. Yeah, you know, I mean, can you see numbers on yours, Josh? No, or you just do you go what I call them? Well, you got we got people coming in, 14 people. Excellent. Yeah, and I think that will grow when you get bored of other stuff. Yeah, cool. Right, what I've done so far, I'm happy with. Go to the webcam. I'm happy with the doors. Okay, yeah, I think that door's come out quite smart. The end of the day, right? You know what I mean? It's looking pretty good, to be honest. So I'm happy with that. I finished with that, right? And I put a little bit of red on there as well, right? Oh, Josh is swapping cameras. I'll leave it there. I put a little bit of just picking my finger up. God, stop bouncing it. Yeah, put a little bit of red on there. You know what I mean? To get the colour. There is a white wash on there, but I've sealed it. Used the usual thing. Yeah, right. To seal it, and well, it's not on. Oh, that would have been fun, wouldn't it? All over the model. Our latex glue. I've put a thin white wash onto it, right? So, and then I'm going to what I call it. I'm going to start taking it off. I'm using my fingers and my thumbs to do it, and it's coming out quite smart. I put a lot of latex on there, like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of there's going to be not a lot of white on there, but again, this is not a rush job. Build it up as usual. You know what I mean? Pick it off, peel it off. I've done a test on here. It didn't work, so go to webcam. If you see it, I like when you're peeling it off. I like the latex to stay on there, right? So I sort of tried to seal it on, but it didn't work. So back. So I'm going to just peel it off and just build it up slowly. I think, you know what I mean. That's probably the best way to do it. You know what I mean. Weathering up and stuff. So how's everybody's day been? A week so far. Isn't it? I mean, Wednesday. We've been a week since the last time we were on. Like I said, we've moved studios. We're now in the media suite. Yeah.
Every week.
It changes every. The boys are taking a mickey out of me because I move more than a magpie. I think. You know what I mean? So, is that a saying? I don't even know if that's a saying. You know what I mean? But yeah, but I you know what I mean. I do move. What I call it? I move a lot and stuff. Josh, you can leave me on this camera now, mate. Yeah, leave me on this camera now. Yeah, because they can see me down in the corner over there. You know what I mean? So you can work on. If I need to change, I'll let you know now. So yeah, we you know, I mean, I wanted to move because obviously I want to do this layout live. I think that'd be a good thing to do. We've got some great stuff coming out for that as well. So me and Dean are going to start that off. We're going to get Dean to design a baseboard. Yeah, I'm looking at it around about 6 foot by 3 foot end to end. I think you're going to do. Like I said, me and Dean have never built a layout in our lives, right? So it's going to be, I'm doing it live, and I've told Dean not to swear. Now, yeah, Josh has just burst out laughing because everybody knows that, you know what I mean, Dean, every other word with Dean is a nightmare. You know what I mean? So we're either going to have to have a bleeper and have a delay on there, or we're going to have to do something, and it was a bit of fun anyway. So let me read a couple of questions. I, Martin, just purchased a couple of your starter glass applicators last year, and I just wanted to say thanks for producing such a great product. They work really well. Thank you, mate. That's Wimbledon. Okay, let me know your proper name, mate, because you know I don't like to call people by their angles. Although that, you know, I don't mind it, but I like to be a bit personal and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. Josh, I'm gonna just have a quick word with my editor. Just leave me on that main on that cam there, mate, because I got that little cam at the bottom. Yeah. Otherwise, they're going to be sick going back and forth. You know what I mean? And they don't want to see my ugly face anyway. Because when I talk, I model anyway. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Yeah, we are proud of our products. We've got a couple of people that don't know how to use them and then whinge. So, you know what I mean? And then I try to get hold of them and speak to them and say, look, this is how you do it. And hopefully we are successful in that one. So, Tim, having a good week so far. All track arrived now and has been put into place. Just need to finish the wiring and we'll have the sawmill and not him. See, yours is gauge, mate. Tim, just a question for you. Ballasting. You know, what size ballast do you use? Do you ballast? Because that's quite a, you know what I mean, gauge ballasting. I bet that's a nightmare. So yeah, that's an interesting one, mate. What do I call that? Josh. Yeah, they're gone. Josh. Oh look, one job. There he is over there. One job we've got to do, and he failed. So there are failure. Yeah. Where's Dean? Dean's far better than you. You know what I mean? Oh, Simon, come over for God's sake. You know what I mean? So. Right, okay, so we knew that one went, so we're going to know that one's going to go at some point. But leave it on that one and just remember. So yeah, you can't get the staff these days, can you? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? On my own, I was quite happy. You introduce somebody else, and they just do all sorts of things. Get your laptop out, and you know what I mean, and stay by your station, young man. This great working with it. But it doesn't have to make a mess. I don't even know what I was talking about now. So yeah, the OO gauge. That was one because as it's narrow gauge, most of it won't be ballast. And more buried in the dirt. Right. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I struggle again. Sorry. Narrow gauge, you know what I mean, all the gauges, I know, I mean, I'm going to do a simple double O gauge, end to end, with a possible sidings coming off, maybe, so I can play with points as well, you know what I mean, or whatever they call switches and stuff like that. Guys, if I insult you by being stupid, I do humbly apologise, right? That's one of the reasons why I want to do a layout, because then at least then I can say, right, well, okay, you know what I mean, I will say I've got no interest in trains, I'm afraid, you know what I mean. I think if you saw my post on the Facebook group on the weekend, I bought a 155mm howitzer, medium howitzer. I can't get the gun that I trained on in the Royal Artillery. I trained on a 105 field gun. Yeah, I can't find one of those. Like, you know what I mean, probably the chances of somebody doing that is rare, like, you know what I mean. So I've gone for a howitzer, and I want to do a full diorama of that, like, you know what I mean. There's my interest, you know what I mean. Military diorama is my interest. Hence, we got a scenery company, you know what I mean. So, and it just so happens that I'm now starting to, you know what I mean, get to know you guys. I mean, Sam's been a great help Craig's, you know what I mean, starting to help me as well. Jenny helps us, Jenny Kirk, yeah, really good help with there. Peter Marriott is a really good help for me. I'm going to name drop in now, you know what I mean, so, you know what I mean, I can talk to, you know what I mean, there's other people that I speak to. I speak to Kathy Millett sometimes, you know what I mean, she loves our products, used our products a few times. I spoke to Kathy in Wally, Andy's not in yet, in Wally years and years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, when she was just the YouTube was starting to kick off. Cracking diorama model as well, to be fair, you know what I mean, now she's starting to do a lot more diorama models, you know what I mean, so Luke Towen, you know what I mean, I don't speak to him regularly, because obviously he's in New South Wales, I think he is, or something like that, so, but I have spoken to him, and you know what I mean, so sent him out our products. He loves the detailer, you know what I mean, so he's going to use that a lot. So I got, you know what I mean, sorry guys, I'm just peeling off all this latex, so I'm going to note to self, little areas first, man. Oh, there is some white stuff. Yeah, some white come on it. It's not a knot. I want that more weathered look to it as well. But I'm going to do some washes over it as well, because I think it needs a bit more washing. Let's go down to Peaks is in. Hi Sam. Nice for you to join us. I know you can't talk, dude, but thanks for the support. Brilliant. When do you... Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks. You know what I mean. Thanks to, you know what I mean. We got we, you know what I mean. We're a UK company. Excuse me, we'll have a drink. We're a UK company, and we are, and I mean, and the unit. We manufacture everything here. We got a big unit, in the factory. Yeah, and we're hoping to get more space, because we need more space. You know what I mean. We got. So to manufacture more, you know what I mean, everything is all made here, packed here, sent from here. Yeah, you know what I mean, we got the applicators are hand built. Everything as well is hand built, you know what I mean, it's all handmade. You know what I mean, so especially in these times now, I mean, I every week I always mention this, no one ever picks up onto it, but I watch Cornwall fishing. And you know what I mean, to be fair, we gotta support British, like, you know what I mean. Now we're an island, like, you know what I mean. I watched another programme actually. Started watch 2 episodes. The Britons is called. Owen Griffith is the commentator on it, and it's good. I mean, at the end of the day, we punch way above our weight, like, you know what I mean. To be fair, what a cracking country. Bri, I do apologise. You know what I mean. I know we were down in Australia, so. You're good as well. We've got a cricket. You know what I mean? Sometimes. We've got a rugby sometimes as well. So, but we beat you most of the time now. So, Six Nations starts this weekend. Yes, I'm a massive rugby follower. Massive, you know what I mean? What do I call it? Yeah, oh, Angels, you're Brian as well. Okay, so Brian, I'm gonna Brian Angels and either Brian Oz and Brian. I think you were up north, and you were some of the guys. Some of you did say. Making sure I'm not missing anything. My next layer will be whole military diorama. Oh, Brian. Yeah, do you know what I love? Yeah, you know what I mean. I think there's a lot of people. Can I just mention? I want to mention as well, Captain Tom. Yeah, what a servant to the country. I salute you. You know what I mean? Fair dues to him. You know what I mean? May you rest in peace. And thank you for everything you did. So there we go. You know what I mean? Being a veteran, a fellow veteran as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's important to myself that I mention that. Anyway, so yeah. Scotland, Bonnie, Scotland. Oh, it's snowing up with you now, isn't it, at the moment? Is it? You know what I mean? It's all so. So I'm just gonna put back to model. We're going to seal. I'm going to do a little bit of sealing. This is starting to go. It's starting to go gloopy. I think because I've opened it, it's so old, it's starting to go off. I'll have to order some more. It just so happens I know we are very, very close. I always say this, and it really winds me up when I say this. We're very, very close to opening up the model paint shop. Yeah, there's a cracking website that we've got coming up there in that company, run by Mark, my business partner, where we're going to have everything to do with model painting. You know what I mean? So I know that we've got a big range of paints coming. You know what I mean? From Humbrol, Tamiya, Humbrol acrylics. So we've got the enamels and the acrylics. They starting soon, coming soon as well. Paint brushes, paint stations. You know what I mean? Obviously from us. Yeah, you name it. Plastic kits, I think they're going to start going into, not just yet, but we will be running plastic kits we can bring in. So maybe I can find a 105 field gun. That'd be good, because I only trained on that. I never, in the artillery, I had nothing to do with the guns when I finished my training. I went straight into a UAV or drone, was it back then? Yeah, but that's all I'm allowed to say. Drone, typical drone, because I do drone on. So, see what I did there, pardon the pun. What size is my workshop? Right, well, I'm in the house, in the house, that I haven't got a workshop. But what size do you? Oh, Josh is back. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How big do you reckon this is, Josh? How about? We haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
Big.
Just enough.
Just about 500 foot, maybe. I don't know. No, not as big as that. Bigger than what I was in. Not big enough. Always need more room. About the same size as your shed. A bit bigger than your shed, I think. Because we got a lot of racking in and stuff like that. I will maybe next week I'll do a pan around, and because I sort of blocked myself in now with sheets. You know what I mean? So.
Do a studio tour.
A studio.
Studio tour.
Studio tone, yes, that's it. Josh is giving you the posh words. You can see he's back, you know what I mean. So yeah, it'll do for now. But I always need more, and I'm hoping some of the bosses are listening. I need more space. They'll just roll their eyes at that. And Simon's just fell off his chair laughing. Oh, we just got a click. See, one job, yeah, it's fine. You don't need to change angles. Just all you need to do is press a button there. No, don't change angles, isn't it? Oh, it's not. It's gone. It's that one, is it? Yeah, that one.
Better than you, but.
Better than me, then. Dan, the Stafford man, welcome, sir. Thank you very much for coming in. Sorry I'm late. That's fine. Yeah, you know what I mean. So what scale are you, mate? I know Tim on here, the one that I was talking to, he's O gauge. That's what I was interested in about their his ballasting, that size of it. So I'm struggling now with this. I'm going to have to get a new varnish. Actually, tell you what I'm going to do. Josh, do me a favour. Pass me a can of our layering spray. So that's a fine glue, fine adhesive. No, actually, don't worry about that. I'm going to use our basing glue. So I'm going to try it with that. No, I'll get rid of that. Don't need it.
You alright?
Yeah. Actually, I've sealed it once, so I'm not going to do it again. No, I didn't do it. Can you pass me some blue roll as well, please? Underneath your desk. No, the big desk. So, yeah, the 3/4 ton military Land Rover ambulance. Wow, yeah, I remember those. It's box wagon on the back of them, innit? That type of thing. I think they were still in when I was there. You know what I mean? So, you were in. Was that the one that you drove? Oh, the Model of. Sorry, I just saw that Model of. I thought, yeah, awesome. there's a lot of people now doing incorporating a military section in. If you know what I mean, I think you know what I mean. There's a lot of people that are bringing in. Excuse me, I drop a coffee. I put the lid on because it'll go cold. A lot of people are incorporating a bit of military or a war theme into their layouts. One of them was Craig Shaw, and I mean at Northern Rails 44. You know what I mean? So he incorporated. He won the competition of it, didn't he? So what I'm going to do anyway. So yeah, so there's a lot of people that are doing it. Interesting, though. You know what I mean? And the military techniques. Then you know what I mean. The military model is techniques. With the weathering and all the sorts of things and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Coming across the model rail is phenomenal. Right, so I'm just going to add. I'm sealing this every time, and I thought there's no need because the undercoat is sealed anyway. I suppose the stuff that. Yeah, I'm going to have to seal it again because otherwise I'm going to rub off the stuff that I've just done. Okay, we're gonna. Last time I soaked it, but this time now, because I want to build up, I'm just gonna do, and I'm gonna leave areas because I still want a nice white look to it, but I'm gonna seal this by up because I just saw a crack in the bolts is cracked. It looks stunning. You know, in this technique I've been doing, I've done it on the back door, I've done it on the front doors, you know what I mean, so it is getting to a point where, right, we've got to be getting bored of this and we're just chewing the fat. So I'm going to crack on with this through the week now and finishing it, because I want to get on with, I'm going to build the howitzer, start building the howitzer maybe next week, on here. It might not be interesting for you guys, but you know what I mean, it's a chance for me to work and play. Yeah, you know what I mean, as you do. So yeah, so and then obviously I'm doing their what are you doing? Oh. I'm obviously going to do then the diorama from there, and I'm going to have some really fun with that. I'm going to really put some really smart pieces of really build it up. You know what I mean? We're going to use our earth textures that that we're looking at the release, our muds that are coming out very shortly. Yeah, you know what I mean? Really go to town on it. Obviously static grass, but you know what I mean, it's going to be water, mud effects, mud, you know what I mean, muddy water and stuff like that. So yeah, there's going to be quite a bit going to go on. Really interesting. The only problem is it's a nightmare. That is. It ruins your brush. I'm going to spend hours and taking the glue or the latex out of the brush. Just so happens I've got an abundance of brushes. So so everybody else, what's everybody up to? Yeah, what are we doing? What's the plan of the week? Still in lockdown, still going to be in lockdown for a while, you know what I mean? So still doing a lot more modelling, I suppose. We certainly seen that area's picked up a lot. Water, mate. Yeah, Tim. Yeah, we are literally. I'm waiting for some start to come in to test it. I have tested it. It's working. The water's starting to work on it. We're struggling to get it in. Yeah, because EU and all that. Yeah, we don't get it from the UK. It comes from EU. So we got a bit of issues just to get around that. Which I'm going to speak about. I got a meeting this afternoon. You know what I mean? I don't play all day. You know what I mean? I do a little bit of work. And again, Simon's just fallen off his chair. So yeah, we got the R&D has worked. It's worked a treat. Yeah, you know what I mean. It has got a long drying time, but I don't think everybody has it. You know what I mean. So and it really looks smart. And the photo that I put onto the Facebook group yesterday with the tree and the little model in front of it, that had our muds and our water on it. I've done the long test. It doesn't yellow up. Our water ripples and waterfall effects and stuff like that. Again, that's one of the whitest. I've done a test on other people's, and you know what I mean. And that's the whitest. Ours is the clearest that comes out. It's really clear. So I'm well happy with that. My chemist did really well on that one, to be fair to him. So I'm happy with that. That is coming out with the muds. Again, I'm finalising that. We just sent away for the labels now, and I'm finalising that hopefully today, and hopefully either on the Facebook group or maybe next week I can announce when they've been released. Obviously, we're going to send them out to some people to review for us. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're open for them to go out. Well, I think what else? I'm trying to think what else there was. What can I? Because I haven't been part of the meetings because I've been moving and concentrating on this. I haven't been part of the other meetings or some of the meetings. I know we got quite a bit of wargaming stuff coming out. We got figures and stuff like that Dave sculpted, which is quite smart. They look really smart, to be fair to him. You know what I mean? It's really good. So I know that's coming out. With the muds, there's about 15 different. There's 5 different colours and 15 different products with it. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with that. That's come out quite that smart. I'm testing. I'm starting to test earth textures. So we got our muds, yeah, which obviously you know what I mean look muddy, yeah. Josh just walked back in. You can tell that. You know the camera angle. He's not gonna. You're not gonna get away with it. I'm gonna tell him every time. You know what I mean? So so earth textures, which gives you a dry earth as opposed to a mud, where mud you'll see like you know what I mean slodgy and thick and stuff like that. The textures is a textured mud. Now together, I'm using it together with our static grass as well. So you've got that earth patches with static grasses coming through slowly. So, oh mate, I tell you, the testing I've done so far, I did a water diorama. Actually, pass that water diorama to me, Josh. That's the best thing about this. Now I've got people that can help me. Yeah. So if you go to webcam, maybe right, I can show you then. Okay, so that's the water diorama I did. Okay, if you can see that. Okay, so that was testing our waters. This is the long test I was done. I did it before Christmas. Yeah, you can see there, nice and clear through there. Right, and then you can see what I've done with the static grass and stuff. Yeah, okay. But if you see these tones here, yeah, these earth tones, right, which is grey as well. So we're having, it sounds daft, grey earth, but you get that grey dust and stuff like that, right? So I mean these are the textures that I'm working on right now, right? Okay, Josh has changed an angle. Here he goes. What are you doing now, Josh? Right, stay there. See if I can get that one. I got the model in the way, stuff like that. So there's a better overall view, yeah. Okay, and on the top, so the resin, the model resin, there's a bit there that I fluffed up, yeah, and a bit there that I fluffed up. It didn't work, but I'm working on that type of thing, a new type of thing on that. We've got the ripple effect by here, right? You know what I mean? That's our shallow cast water, which that's not coming out yet. I'm testing that, okay? But that'll give you your sort of if you see there's a flowing water type thing. Underneath is the colours that I've painted, yeah. So I did all this first, and then the last piece I did then was the resin, yeah. I didn't film it because I was testing, right? Josh shouted at me because I didn't film it, but you know, I mean, it worked. The what I'm showing you is the textures here. Stop changing. You changing? Say I'm changing. See these textures here, these earth textures. It looks a dry earth that I wanted to. Now I did this before I developed our muds, because I would have had a mud effect by there then, where there's water coming up, you know what I mean? So you sloshy bit by there going into your dry. So these are going to be stunning. These are going to work really well. And you can see where they work really great. I'm going to see if I can find you a patch on here, because I'm looking at the camera at the same time. it may be a section, but there are, where you can see the earth just underneath the grass. Yeah, it works tremendous, like, you know what I mean. So and there's 246 mil on there. Oh, sponge scatters again. I'm finalising speaking to Tamsin, our sales manager. I'm going to speak to Tams this afternoon, and we're going to try and nail some dates down so I can tell you. So yeah, that's, you know, I mean, that webcam's fair dues to it. That's a good shot. Okay, so there's sort of the mud effects that we're doing. Yeah, thanks, Tim. I'm just catching up on people's what do I call it. I'm going to build a 4.5 howitzer. Yeah. Wow, that'd be smart. How many guns? The emplacement. You know, I mean, I did how many guns? I think 10 guns was the biggest I did. You know, on our Salisbury praying on artillery, talking about something else before I go back into what I was talking about. Yeah, just to work on it. My training regiment, just before I went to my other regiment, we did 10 gunfire mission. That was, it was like, oh my god, the earth was shaking. It was scary. It was awesome. No wonder, you know, I mean, I've been on the other end as well, where you've got artillery rounds coming down on you. That's not good. That was pretty shaky. That was like, I pants myself on that one, but there we go. Just trying to catch up on some words. Work on a layout and live later. Yeah, crew at that lead. That'd be good. I think everybody tuned in for that. Blah blah blah. Okay, record up. So yeah, so we sort of get in there. We sort of get in there. Trying to get the experience, so it's not just static grass that you guys are using. You know what I mean? We want to use the mud effects. I want to use the water effects. And then, you know what I mean, going into earth effects and stuff like that. Because you guys are, you know what I mean, the modelling is standards. It's just going up and up and up and up and up. And we are trying to keep up with you guys. Like, you know what I mean? It's frantic. I mean, Josh takes the photos and to be fair, does, you know what I mean, has some design ideas as well. You know what I mean? So yeah. My previous occupation, there was like I said, I only did my training reg 10 weeks. I did training on a 105, and then obviously moved into to my full-time regiment, which they had AS90s. Then they went to MRLS. Cloud punchers are really boring, and gun bunnies are, you know, I mean, they're not the brightest of people. So I'm gonna get slated for that now. So, you know, I mean, I wasn't that. I was like I said, I was a droner. So I call it drone on. So when will there be the muds and dry dirt be available? Ray, yeah, I got, like I said, I got a meeting this afternoon. I'm hoping to nail down some timings. Once I get some timings, work on the Josh's
Blueprint at the moment.
The blueprint. Well, this is the what we've got. I'll show you this in a minute. Not yet. Let me speak. Let me get. I'm going to get some dates. I'll either put it onto the Facebook group to say that we're looking at this release date. You'll have plenty of warning. I'm hoping it's this month or early part of next month. I think, you know, Josh is the labels are done. We got to do a couple of photos, which actually I've got another diorama which I'm working on there. Excuse my head, me going down here. I think you guys have seen it. You know what I mean? It's too big for that one. Go on to no, that one, front one. Just go to the front one. Come. There are. So there, right? Yeah, it's an engage model. It's just for the water and the mud effect that we want to do. What we want to try. Yeah, you know what I mean. So because we're going to put a card an instruction card in there with them, and obviously we're going to do a lot more filming on, you know what I mean, on how to's and stuff like that. So that's another diorama I'm working on, which I'm hoping to start this week. So Josh can't work from home anymore. He's gonna have to be in here. So. And another little water diorama. I didn't do this. Dave did this. This is this will be 28mm, right? Because he's a 28mm person. Yeah, there's a little one. That was the photo I did it. So you can see that our muds, our muds are up here, right? Glossy, if I can get in. It's not the best, right? But our mud effects were there. It does look. It's a wet look, a muddy wet look effect. Our waters and our muds are around there then as well. Yeah, you know what I mean, to show it, and that's what the water looks like. Nice little pond there. So yeah, so Josh, I'm going to go do that. So it's all coming together. It's not as simple as right. We're going to launch. I've learned now that we've got so much to do. You know, what I mean, there's a lot of like red tape to go through, and you know what I mean, and where before Mark and I launch it, off you go. We can't do that anymore. You've got to go through all sorts of things now. So we're almost there. Labels are on their way. You know what I mean. So the labels, we're changing the labels on the weathering powders. Yeah, so we just got a generic label going all the way through and stuff like that. I've seen some posts this week. A lot of I saw one of I can't remember. It was a factory and I was commentating on it. He might be on here later on or something like that. Oh my god, the factory was phenomenal. And the rust that he did on the work on it, and the weathering he did, it was our weathering powders, brilliant. Really, really good. So, you know what I mean? And he used our weathering powders, and I'm chuffed, you know, because it's always nerve-wracking because it's myself or Dave or Dean, that sort of, Dean will do, and Dave will do like the resins and the 3D printing and the MDF stuff, and then myself is all the scenery side of it. There's all the grasses and the muds and the stuff like that, and the waters, and it's always nerve-wracking, like weathering powders. When I've tested it and I think, okay, it's my personal thing. Oh, I've done it. It's great. It looks fantastic. And then you put them out and you're like, oh, what do other people like? And it's really nerve-wracking. So when you start getting feedback to saying, look, it's, you know what I mean, to be fair, it's good. I take it personal. I love it. And then when somebody says to me, oh, I didn't like that and stuff like that, I take it personal and I go, I don't like that. So, you know, when I ask them why and then try to explain how to use them or maybe that you might be using them wrong or as a technique or stuff like that. That's why I love doing these doing the dioramas. When I model build, I test. You know, I mean, I'm looking at stuff and I test. We're always testing. I'm always testing stuff, and I'm always thinking of. I troll through Facebook every night. Yeah, I finish at 4:30, I go home, and I sit down then till 10, 11 o'clock at night, just trolling through Facebook. Yeah, I get shouted about the wife because, you know, my phone is my head is in my phone. God, Josh, can you change an angles? They don't want to listen to. Don't look at me. You look at the model or something like that, because I'll carry on painting. So I'm always testing new products and what, you know, I mean, listening to people. Oh, I wish we had that, or I wish I had that. So I, you know, I mean, so I'd go right. Okay, see if I can develop it. And you know, I mean, there's not a lot that I test that doesn't make the grade to be launched. You know, I mean, there's always I've got like products in my head ready for a year's worth of listing, because we just can't go, whoa, there it is, because it'll be overwhelming. You know what I mean? So we want to try and sort of drip feed it out for you guys to master and then move on to your next level and stuff like that. Right? There's guys out there that can do it straight from start to finish, and there's some guys out there then that want to master everything as they go along, and I think that's important. Like something like that. So Dave, I'm morning all. Just getting into 172 military modelling. Excellent. Dave, brilliant. Thank you. Well, you know, I mean, great. Thanks for the order as well. And yeah, you know me, I'll speak to anybody. Yeah, you know, that's why I'm gutted the shows are off at the moment, because I love conversing with you guys. Like, you know what I mean, and I get a lot of ideas from you guys. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll try that. I think somebody somewhere told me building static grass in a certain way and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, that's a good way. And I came up with a technique, and I've shown it on what you can do on one of the videos that I've done, which is building up the stems. Yeah, we can't manufacture it. It takes too long, like, you know what I mean? But I've shown you that if you've got a static grass, if you've got the box applicator, I'll just quickly show you. Yeah, and then you put a blob of grass down, applicate it, and then you just build it up then with stems and applicate it, and then just keep putting a drop on that one stem, and you get long. You can, if you dry it in between as well, you can get a really good long stem, and then you can put flowers or something like that on top. It looks really smart. and somebody told me that they tried that and it worked. So yeah, it's you know what I mean. It's I love speaking to people. I love getting the ideas. You know what I mean. I'm not a you know what I mean. It's like I said. It's not a team of people. It's me, Dave, and Dean that do the design team. We've got Josh and Amy then who are the photographers and make our stuff look phenomenal. So, you know what I mean? Good editing, I think they are. You know what I mean? Don't tell Josh though, like, guys. Don't tell him. You know, he's pants. He needs to work harder. So, so I'm going to put a bit of white on this now. So I always when I'm again, Josh, I need you over here. I don't know why you're fussing over there. Why didn't you put your thing over there?
I'm doing it in my office there.
Oh, he's got his little own office. Cam shop, please, mate. So there, you know what I mean? White. Stay there because I could go back to the back camera, right? Yeah, white, and then I use back to back camera, and then I water it down. Never go straight with white. I always water it down because I don't want that white, shocking white, if you know what I mean, because it's weathered at the end of the day. So did you give me blue roll? Yes, you did. Big beaming smile up and put that in the bin. There we go. So that's soaked in lovely there. So just all I do now is just paste over the top. It's a bit wet there, so I'm going to start when I start, and then it'll seep in. Then let's just rub in the area. Oh yeah, I'm being sure. Just talk, Josh. The boys will. They know you're there, so you don't need to be secret.
Silent part.
Silently, like, you know what I mean. So it's great. I mean, like I said, we appeal to a lot of the railway guys, yeah, because obviously, you know, I mean, we started off in war games, but you know, being honest, we realised that the money was in railways because you guys buy a lot more of the stuff as opposed to, you know, I mean, one tub with the war gamers of static grass can last them a lifetime near enough. So we thought, and we realised that that there's a big demand. There started to be a big demand of static grass. I think, without sounding too cocky and you know what I mean and work out, I think Mark and I pushed static grass so hard and you know what I mean and developed it way more than most companies have. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think we got one of the largest ranges in the world now, you know what I mean? So, and I believe that's pretty fact as well. I mean, there's not a lot of people that's got as much grass as us. We got the most applicators, certainly. You know what I mean? Most companies are happy with one. We're happy with 5. Like, you know what I mean? But we have. It's because of. I think it's because of. I'm a diorama modeler. Like I keep saying, I'm a diorama modeler. That. I understand what people are after, both things that people are after, you know what I mean, if you know what I mean, that I understand what the diorama model would want, as well as what the layout model would want, after having been to shows and stuff, and speaking to people and stuff, you know what I mean, saying, oh, do you know what would be good if we could get into this, that little angle, or that little thing. So I just thought, well, and that's why we developed the applicators that we got as well, so. Bit of silence for a bit. I don't know. I should say this because you know, I mean, I shouldn't. I am going to say it. I look forward to Wednesdays because, and I started the live because first of all I was working from home, but now we got the studio in here and I can be sort of isolated in the studio. You know what I mean? And me and Josh tend to the Dave and Dean have got their own design studio.
Their own bubble.
They got their own bubble. Me and Josh got our own bubble. You know what I mean? So I'm quite happy to come in here and do it. But you know what I mean? It gives I get the model for 3 hours. I love it. That's why next week I might move on to you know, we finish this as quickly as I can. The reason I'm doing this is for Josh.
I get to watch you for 3 hours.
Yeah, Josh gets to watch me for 3 hours, and no, he is working. To be fair, right? yeah, I get to model for 3 hours, and like I said, I want to finish this off as quickly as I possibly can now, and so I can get on with the kit building. I mean, I'm going to try and do that in the house, because you don't want to watch people building building a howitzer. You know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean, but it's going to be a cracking. You know, it'll be a good laugh. I'm looking forward to doing the diorama bit, because I'm going to go full on mud and full on. You know what I mean? It's going to. Dean hopefully will do a diorama base for me. Yeah, so that's another thing that we're looking at. Making the diorama bases, yeah, you know what I mean, all MDF, yeah, we're gonna MDF's going. I'm gonna really push MDF soon. They will put some pressure on the other Josh down there, you know what I mean, yeah, because and then I'm gonna, you know what I mean, build it up there, and I'm gonna have banks, and it's gonna be a sort of a. It's not a typical artillery thing, because artillery just normally go on top of a high ground or a slope and then boom, off it go, like, you know what I mean? But with mine, I wanted sort of like a 45 position type thing, or an embankment with a position in there. So, you know what I mean? So there'll be some creature comforts in there. Might put a little tent in there, you know, stuff like that. And, you know what I mean? Or from my diorama days when, you know what I mean, the old crepe bandage and that type of thing, that should be good laugh, you know what I mean? Just keep switching on and off.
I'm just doing it. Yeah.
Oh, Josh,
Jumping ahead of the game.
Speaking to people is the best and cheapest research you can. Tim, do you know what it is? And this is great, because we're technically talking to people. You know what I mean? Via here, I know you sort of my voice drones on, like, you know what I mean. But and I try to change my tone so I'm not talking like this and being robotic all the time, because that's boring, like, you know what I mean. And that's Welsh people. We sing anyway as we talk. Yeah, so I was talking to a war game an Italian, and from a big company where we used to deal with, and he said that the Welsh sing when they talk, very, you know what I mean, which is, and if you think about it, we outsung, I think it was 30,000 Zulus. Yeah, Eddie or one of the guys painted hooky from Rokes Drift, you know what I mean? So yeah, Southwest Borderers outsung 30,000 Zulus. Come on, men of Harlech. So yeah, so our voice we can, you know what I mean? Hopefully it's not drony, you know what I mean? But speaking of people, I talk. Yeah, I'm a good talker, and you can hopefully hear the passion for what I do as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, 13 years doing it, 10 years today, 10 years this year. The company's been going for Mark and I, yeah, you know what I mean, and I'm so passionate of it as I was day one, and I'm passionate to make sure that we don't sell crap stuff as well, like, you know what I mean, that you get the best quality, because if I don't want to use it, there's no way you guys are going to use it, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's very passionate. I love talking to people, and people here know that I love chops in, you know what I mean. So oh, that's a different angle. Anyway, hang on. Let me read. Speaking to people, yeah. Looking good. Keep the good work. You do. Press the like button. Yeah, Lee. Thanks, mate. Yeah, press the like button. Yeah, guys. Keep it going. I don't know how many likes have we got. How many likes? Oh, you can't see it now. It normally tells you up on there, but I can't see it now. Normally on over here, so I can't see it. Anyway, keep it going. Keep it. Oh, hang on. I'm doing some clicking now. Stop clicking. I don't know. Anyway, it's working. Oh no, analytics. Go on that. That looks pretty good. Right, okay. I'm just waiting for this to dry. Once it's dry, I'm going to take it off a bit then. Hopefully it'll look a bit better. Oh, geez, he's got the wrong shot. He's walked off now. So there's a bit more white going on. Yeah, I will do that. The same colour, that side. No, that side there, the same colour. Yeah, I want to get that grotty, oldie type looking thing. You know what I mean? So if they don't want to see me, get onto the model. He's making me work hard, you know. I'm shattered. How long have we been going? An hour, is it? An hour have we going? And nobody tells me. So what got it up the top? So yeah, 53 minutes. 53 minutes of Josh. I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
Best Wednesday ever.
Best Wednesday stream ever. That's what they're going to say. If you do, right, I will never hear the last of it, because you'd be sitting there smiling all day. Yeah, because you made his day. Because you know what I mean? It was a one-man band when I was doing it. Now I got him in, yeah? Yeah, streaming everywhere. 12 likes. Steve, I take it your... oh, hang on. It's done something. Am I still streaming? Am I still going, guys? Does this come up? I think I'm moving. Why has that done that? Sometimes YouTube just does stupid things.
Pause. I've got.
Am I playing? Am I? Yeah. Am I still here, guys? Open widget. It's gone poor. Somebody's doing something over the other office. I'll plug in. I'm gonna have to plug in. Steve, yeah, okay. Am I stuttering or am I still going?
It's working out.
Yeah, I am working. Am I? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll carry on, and hopefully you guys will still be here. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, am I stuttering or?
Let me just change angle.
Why is it gone poor? Yeah, it keeps stuttering. Right. Okay. Thanks, Ray. It's stuttering. I don't know why. I think somebody's probably using our Wi-Fi over the other side. You know what I mean, I was plugged in the other room. I'll get the lead back. I'll get when Dean comes in now. I'll get the lead back, and we'll for next week, and I'll plug in. Just keep saying error and stuff like that. So we are working on it. We're having a bit of a technical issue. So
Been about that today now.
yeah, it's poor thing it is. And I mean, they're probably doing something over the other office, like, you know what I mean. So it'll go now. It'll come now. It'll come. Hopefully. It is sort of moving, but it's I'm stuttering here, so
I think it's alright.
yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, audio's fine. All right, guys. Hopefully it'll settle down now. It's you know, I mean, it's the internet probably what I call it. I do apologise. Like I said, first, I don't blame you if you leave as well. Like, you know, I mean, hopefully we'll get it sorted and it'll come back. You know, I mean, it's we've moved. What I call it. And I didn't have time to test, which is annoying. So yeah, you can hear me, but you unfortunately can't see me. So do it. What I call it. There's nothing we can do, to be honest, until the internet comes back.
Try refresh it.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep on talking, and we'll get no. It's here. It's saying like it's poor connection. It should come back. It does come back sometimes. It's just that people maybe just if Mark's doing something on it and they're doing something over it, or printing off it, Wi-Fi or something like that, then there's a pain in the butt. Anyway, so I'll keep talking, and hopefully it should come back. I'm looking at the stream settings and the stream health. It does say poor, but come on, hurry up. Simon, if you are listening, can you sort of, you know what I mean, switch some stuff off over there? Yeah, you know what I mean. And hopefully it'll come back in. Come on. Typical. If it doesn't, I'll give it 5 more minutes. If it doesn't come back, we've had an hour. We'll end the stream, and I'll see if I can do something. Pull a cable over across, I think, and then when Dean comes in, and then I might so keep an eye on any notifications. I might come back on if you can all hear me. Yeah, I'll probably come back on. If it doesn't come back now, in a minute, we'll do some. We'll close stream, I think, and then I'll come back on, boys. I will definitely come back on, because, you know, I mean, we're enjoying this, and it seems to be going. We are struggling. Right, okay, so I'm going to end stream now. If you guys listening, right, I'm going to end stream now. I'm going to try and see if we can get a cable plugged in. I know where it was one. I just to see if I can get it through the holes, back through the holes, and then we'll and then I'll join me. Give me about half hour, and then I'll come